Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to inFAMOUS. You can probably see by the map that we've done a lot of things. A lot of them.
It's almost like we did every single side mission we have available to us, but okay.
Yeah, and then I just
also,
I just did one more off screen because it's like, oh, I needed to find the last dead drop before I moved on in story. So it's like, hey, new side mission because an enemy died. Yeah, whatever.
Right. Also, you missed some good spider coal greatness.
I might just edit that in as a gag. Anyway.
Yeah, like at the end of the video.
Yeah.
TSR, behind the scenes.
But next story missions we have are first one is terrorize streets, and then after this we're gonna have the arrest. This is also like this main mission here is also basically the introduction to one of the later side missions where it's basically, hey, you got this bus going around shooting people. Take care of it.
You got this Mad Max as fuck bus. Go deal with it. It really is though. I mean, look at the plating and look at all the like submachine guns on the side. It's very much like Mad Max as fuck, which I appreciate. And
there's 4 of them in the main story mission, so it's not like the side missions version where it's just like, oh, there's one of them, take care of it, whatever.
Shocker, the main mission being the more frustrating one out of the two. It's almost like we did the opposite of this with our own bus.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good strategy for these things, is to hang on behind the little banners. If you can, and then jump in and get on top.
Yeah, what you're supposed to do is jump on top of the buses, look at the floating barbed wire, explode the thing by shooting it, and then move on to the next one.
Generator. Right?
Yeah, you could.
Because obviously, when they designed these buses, they thought it would be a great idea with an electric man running around to put a generator outside on top of it.
Yeah, because that's really the best thing to do.
Right. Static shock with parkour is sure not going to get to these.
Just let you know that I'm over at the prison.
Oh, hey, Zeke.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, hey, useless side character that doesn't really do anything until the end.
Except is actually trying to be useful now.
Zeke being useful? Wow, we really have reached new territory in this story.
I know.
Doesn't last that long, though.
No, sadly. Well, actually, I'm not sure if that's actually sad or not, but still.
Does he get any more development in the second game, or is he still just kind of an oaf? I don't remember him much for the second game. That kind of speaks volumes. I don't remember him much from the second game, so that kind of speaks volumes in itself.
I don't think his character was much different, but he did have somewhat of an arc.
Yeah. I think the problem with the inFAMOUS almost series at this point is that they're fun games to play gameplay-wise, but they really don't.
The
writers really don't.
Story's kind of lackluster.
Yeah, even the second one's is a little better, but they still have the problem of not really developing anyone but Cole and maybe a character that he cares about. And you can switch that with Devlin, or is it Delvin?
Delsin.
Delsin. He has a stupid name. Just name him Devin. But you can also say it's sort of the same for him in Second Son, where it's like one character, he's not even an important character.
I am going to die here.
What's new?
It's like, oh my goodness, so many
all you can do in this game sometimes is just Zelda roll and hope for the best.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's just like a darker, grittier voice, like yeah. Zap, 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 zap. Yeah, he Terry Oz when he zaps. Wait, this isn't Sonic Adventure 2. Ah, Terry Oz. Funny memes.
Ah. Oh my.
Man, you were really like a pro at like getting out of these. You were on it. You were on. What did you do? What did you do? Wow.
And then I die on top.
You got back. He's like, yeah, it's like.
No,
yeah,
I could have done better. I could have done better.
I could have done better. I could have died in front of the bus. No, it's like.
Or I could just miss the lamp.
We justified their design decision because obviously it was a bait and switch. Once we got him to the generator, we just shot him to death. It's like I was the fool for criticizing this design decision. Obviously, it was the thing. It was the thing to do.
Oh yeah, now Trish is wondering what's going on. Why are there so many bullets?
Really gone off the deep
They find the
Yeah,
real
why is
bullets.
Why is the... yeah,
The true
that's why it's like
thieves.
they found the new... Yeah, they found the new stash of real bullets, so they designed their plan around these buses. It's like, we're gonna get them this time. Spoiler alert, they don't. Well, they did there, because Legon did something stupid. But... Also, yeah, it's like with Trish, she's like, what's going on? Why are there more bullets than usual? Normally, I'm used to just stupid drug addicts.
Normally, I'm used to 1 or 2 every day, but not 10.
Yeah, not 10 machine guns firing all in one direct area.
Oh boy, spiders. Yeah, whatever. I'll
What if
ignore
the
'em.
bus? What if the buses were on drugs? That's why they're so strong. That's funny. Did you? Well, at least you healed them. Oh my God, what happened to that canister? It just went flying.
I have no idea.
This game never. Oh, sticky bomb! You got him. Do those stick, or did you get the sticky upgrade to it?
By default, they. Let me check. Increases blast. Cluster 3. Yeah, they stick naturally. That's a default thing.
Oh wow. Oh wow, that's actually better than some games that make it like a stupid upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. Hey, does this one come through the center of this? No, it doesn't. Oh well, it's still probably faster this way.
Well, I mean, I guess nothing beats the... I guess the reason I have such an affinity for sticky bombs is admittedly because of Halo. Awkward silence.
Oh right. There's this guy over here.
Oh right. Oh right. I have to do commentary for an LP. Forgot that for a second.
I'm too used to the part of this being a side mission, so it's like I have nothing to say about it besides, oh look, bus. Oh look, me getting shot again.
Oh look, me getting shot again. I appreciate that. I mean, to be fair, the unfortunate thing about this game is we've kind of gotten to that point too, where it's like, you know, until we get to the final boss, there's really no variety in the enemies at all. They all have guns. They all maybe can spawn stupid crap like.
Well, I wouldn't really
say
say that for a little later into this, after we clear these next 2 story missions, because it's like we're introduced to a new enemy variety that's actually extremely different.
I guess that's fair. It could be something I forgot about that game because it's just been so long. Like, I do remember the very early parts of the game because I've played it a couple times up to the early parts, but then the ending I've only ever gotten to once.
I was climbing it and it was working for a minute, and then I died again.
And then you took 10 bullets to the face.
Yeah, because the first 40 wouldn't do it.
Well, I mean, look, there was that one guy who you headshot who just got extremely lucky after like 6 of them. But then the 7th one, you know, kind of ran out of luck. So everyone has an infinite amount of luck timed with instant uses of it, if that makes sense. It's like, you can get lucky 6 times in a row, but that 7th time you're gonna get fucked over.
Yep.
Enthralling commentary from Legon. Yep.
Yeah, dash game.
Yep, that them's the brakes. That's how the fire emblem work. It's the one joke you can't stop laughing at. And I can't either, to be fair.
Hey, is this a copy pasta?
Hey, look, it's Cole McGrath from the Fire Emblem.
Call McGrath.
Cole McGrath. I mean, technically, he does get a sword in the second game, so.
Or right now, I can get double.
Yeah, or you have armed swords, so. I mean, I'm not technically wrong.
Oh, there it is. It's like, oh, then it's pushing the crashed police cars. Oh my.
Right.
That's actually kind of neat, though. Oh, I did it.
Hey, this mission was, I mean, that's kind of my problem still with Infamous 1 is that sometimes the first, like, some of the story missions drag on a little too long, especially when they're introductory to, like, a side mission variant.
Yeah, what will become a side mission.
Yeah, so it's like, it kind of feels like an
you can already see it here.
Padding.
Like, most of the area that I haven't cleared out is the mission I just did.
Right, so it's kind of like Infamous 1's biggest problem, in my opinion, even compared to the second one, is that pacing is pretty awful. I don't say awful, I guess, but it really starts to get
disjointed.
It's disjointed. Yeah, exactly. It's disjointed because like the first half is pretty entertaining and interesting, and you're kind of into the story, and then you get to the middle half, and it's a very big slog. And now we're only starting to just kind of get back to the interesting parts of the story, which is basically the end, the last island. And the last island itself is a straight shot to the end, like. But it's also like, it's not an Infamous exclusive problem. Sly Cooper games kind of have that problem where you sort of shotgun towards the end, like really fast. After, especially like, because Sly 2 is probably the best paced Sly Cooper game, and even that kind of shotguns you towards the end pretty rapidly once you start getting there.
Yeah.
But Sly 3, Sly 1, Sly 4, they all kind of have this. Well, no, not Sly 4. Never mind. That's not even my Naughty Dog. I'm just being absent-minded. But yeah, Sly 1, 2, and 3 all kind of have that. But it's just one of those things where Sucker. I don't know if Second Son does a better job with the pacing.
I'd say it does. But then again, that's not saying much considering that story is kind of blah in the first place.
Yeah, it's very lackluster, which is sad because it's like.
Well, I'd say it's more bare bones than anything. But that's something we'll talk about when we get to Second Son.
I got a bead on Alden, heading after.
Which is still a game I'm pretty excited to see down the line because I've never seen it, and I'm probably at this point not going to play it just so that when we LP it, my first experience
like you're gonna stay blind.
Yeah, I'm thinking so because it'll be a change of pace from the first two games, which I have beaten both. Played the start of.
Cole is just tired of this. Like he has his eyes closed. He doesn't care. Like, can these people do something without me?
No, it's like Empire City used the excuse of the bomb going off to start being a bunch of moron, lazy people.
Oh no, and whoa, what? That was a hit and run. Hit and run. Get back here. Get back here. No, you can't get away.
I am the law.
And he's still fine though.
What the hell?
Oh yeah, this base that this random civilian walked into. Why is there a civilian there?
Why? Well, I mean, look, it's Steve Rogers without the steroids again. He's back to save us.
And I think he also kind of has a broken neck.
Don't worry, we'll just inject him with this. Oh.
That face.
He's like, what are you doing, bro? I'm already here. We got this.
Yeah, let's go. You storm the front. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Yeah, give me a shield. All I need is a shield. Is this one of the follow missions where you gotta follow the silhouette?
Kind of. It's I mean, that's that, but it's more like, hey, learn a new area.
Nice kick where you bounce them off the edge.
This is more of a.
True.
This is, I think.
Get you familiar with the fortress kind of thing.
Yeah, this is more of a storm the base kind of mission than just a follow mission. Because the following is really kind of easy, and you don't really even need to see the guy's silhouette in order to follow him, because it's that easy. Like this area is just really streamlined to go through. You don't have to follow the guy's silhouette or anything. It's like, yeah, I'm saying everything obvious. Repeatedly because of how easy it is.
Yeah, you're doing the Yule thing where you just say the same exact thing in 5 different ways.
Yeah, except I don't word it eloquently.
True. Well, you mean you do word it a little more eloquently. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, there's not much, I do agree that there's not exactly a lot to say about this area, because we have seen this kind of thing before. So it's not exactly, like...
Oh, grenade.
Something fresh. Which is, again, another unfortunate design flaw of this game, is that like I said early on, a lot of the areas start to just get a little more blended in, and
Yeah.
you sort of start to
Some
like,
of it,
this
yeah.
some of the design reflects reusing. Like, this area kind of is similar to just the bridge fortress we fought in the beginning of the game. Even it's just a little more. It's just designed to fit the trash aesthetic. But it's still the same concept of you're fighting a fortress, you know, yada yada yada. Which is something, again, I think the second game kind of does a better job of.
Oh,
Once they knew it'd be kind of a successful game, they kind of had more of an idea of what to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Moya, have you seen this place? Warren was never much to begin with.
Hey, Moya. Bye, Moya. That's basically her plot, her involvement in the story up till the end.
Yeah. Hey Moya, you
really doesn't-
you see how I'm doing this exposition without making it look like exposition? Because that's what it is.
Right.
Why the hell is he building?
Exactly. And the sad thing is, like, it's another kind of... Because Metal Gear can kind of get away with having some more side conversations be stuck behind optional calls, but in this game, you're not going to understand half of this plot unless you do the dead drops naturally, you know?
Yeah,
And that's
that,
kind of a
that's
shame.
that kind of suffers from that, definitely.
Yeah. Story comprehension kind of suffers in a big way because of that issue.
Yeah. It is a problem that is kind of fixed in 2, and it's really not an issue in Second Son because of multiple things, one of them being the story just being so bare bones, and the other just being that the side content is not necessary, but it is nice to have when you're just doing the main story. Like, the side content for that isn't really necessary.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary,
it's
but
just,
it's nice.
It's just a bonus. Yeah, it's not necessary, but it is a bonus, is kind of what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I kind of appreciate that because, like how I feel with Metal Gear, I genuinely think that story should not be locked behind side content.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm flipping around my words because my mind, I just have a headache.
This is one of the newer enemies that they introduced in this mission, though. Basically the
Oh yeah,
the Giga
I
Titans.
forgot about the trash golem. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, they're Giga Titans, but I call them trash golems because
Yeah.
that's what they are.
Or I guess more accurately, trash mechas.
Wow, it's like discount Gundam. It's like
Which
dollar store
also-
Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yeah, and it also makes me really wish I had the shield power up right now, because it kind of breaks half of
Oh
this
yeah,
fight.
once you get that,
These
once
things
you get
are
those,
no
you literally
problem.
just you can start swinging those, and then once he starts doing the little machine gun bursts, you just hold it up.
Or I could just hide behind cover and spam missiles.
Most first-person shooters in a nutshell. Or Metroid, kind of.
This isn't
That was
in-
something I kind of wanted. That was something I kind of wanted to say earlier when we were talking about the story, in a sense that I think the sad thing about this series almost is that in first-person shooters you can get away for having more bare-bones story because it's not, most people just come for the multiplayer and the gameplay, but with an action platformer game like this, having a story to follow is not essential, but really holds the game back if you don't have one.
Yeah, it is really kind
And
of
this
a problem.
series is kind of littered with it. Yeah,
Aw,
and this
man,
series
you
is a little
can't
bit
open
more-
up the porta potties. Worst game ever, 1 out of 10.
I know, right? We can't open up to see the poop. How dare.
And you can do that in Second Son.
That means the Second Son is the hands-down greatest infamous game ever.
And
Nope.
I actually
Nope.
think you can do that in First Light too, because it's basically an extension of Second Son.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I don't think many extensions outright take actors.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there are some. I'll be stand corrected for sure, but not any good ones.
Yeah. Though I do think that this is where we're gonna end it, because it's basically at this point we gotta move a long way to get to the next
You gotta
mission,
move
and
along, little doggy.
yeah,
Move
it's
along,
already it's
little
also
doggy.
been long enough to end apart. So yeah, we're just gonna call it here, and I'm gonna upgrade something in
Like,
the meantime.
you could just end it.
Yeah,
you could just
we'll
end
see
it.
you guys next time, because these end cards only
See you
last
guys
20
next-
seconds.